welcome back to another video. This is more of an update video again. This is the office rig. I have changed this completely. I removed all the 3070 Ti's and I swapped them in with a bunch of 3060s and the 3060 Ti. So there's two Ti's now. And it's also a lot quieter because I moved the power supply to 1000 watt, which powers all these cards. It's kind of close. It's around 838 watts, and it's a 1000 watt PSU, so I'm right at the 80% rule, which is good. So that's this rig, and it's been running pretty decent so far. But we're gonna go downstairs now, and we'll go from there. Alright, we're downstairs now. This is the new rig. It is, let's see, 2080 Ti, 3070, 3070 Ti, 3080, 3070, 3070 Ti, 3060, and another 3070 Ti. And basically, I moved all these down here to avoid the 6X memory being extremely hot. So I was able to space these out pretty decently. This power supply from Mining Cave, it used to be great. It was really good for the office rig upstairs because it was on a laid out frame where these cables were long enough to reach every spot I needed to reach. But now that I'm trying to space these out as best as I can, these are all like pretty much maxed out. Like, I only have so much room with these, so I can't space these out anymore. But this one barely reaches here. It is tight. So this was great until I had to bring it down here. So I might move this back upstairs, or maybe I'll move it onto this 12 card rig, which is only 7 cards, but I'll move it maybe over here, and that way I can kind of reach some of the cards on here a little bit better. But I did end up ordering more server PSUs. I ordered 4 1200 watt and 2 750 watt, and I got those off of eBay, so we'll see how those end up being. But yeah, I got the 1200, the 4 of those for was it $130 shipped, so it's pretty cheap compared to Parallel Miner. I know Parallel Miner's great, but they're so expensive. I was looking at the breakout board, the all-in-one, and just to get the power supply and the board was $200 without cables. So I may as well just buy eBay server PSUs that are $30 a piece and then buy the breakout board rather than spending $200 on one power supply and breakout board. But here we have, let's see, 6600, 3 of them here. These are Gigabyte Eagles. Zotac 60 Ti's, 2 of them here, an EVGA 1660 Super, and an Asus Dual 1660 Super. And the Dual is actually pretty good. Samsung memory, I think it hits around 32.8 megahash, so it's pretty good. And this one's Hynix memory, but the new version, so I can't flash it, but oh well. And board, ASRock Q270, great board. Currently just a 750 watt PSU and a 1200. I'll probably put another 1200 here. That way I have 2400 watts to power eventual 12 cards. And then this gaming PC that used to be running is now empty. The 3080 was in there, which is now this guy right here. So I just decided to move it, but it's pretty toasty down here. Around 83. I have a little temp gauge down here, but I mean, so far this rig hits around 620 watts, mega hash, sorry. And yeah, it's a decent little rig. Eventually I'll probably swap this out with like a 3070 or something, and then yeah, just cause like I'm using these dual 8 pins here from the Mining Cave PSU, which are like pre-made strands, so I'll probably end up swapping that out eventually, but currently not buying GPUs. So I have been looking and prices are coming down, but I am not buying currently. This is the PDU. I did order another one, and we're drawing around 2,300 watts. So we still have around 1,000 watts left. It's a 20 amp, 240 volt, and I don't have it down here, but I have a PDU from Nerd Gears that I ordered. It was 150, great price. I paid like 200 or something stupid for that thing. I ordered a meter box meter, which is in here. I ordered the Red Fox red one, so that'll eventually be going in. I ordered a Leviton. Oh, focus. Okay, it won't focus, but here we go. There we go, Leviton 30 amp plug, which will go into this meter box. And then I still have to order another Drock meter, but those are 20 bucks, they're not expensive. I have 4 cables, I think these are 6 feet. Yeah, 6 feet, 15 amp cables from Triplite. These you guys saw before already, just to cable manage, but I'm not going to cable manage that yet, just because it's not really set in stone. So like all these cables should actually be on this side, and yeah, that usually won't happen until I fill up all the USB slots to go over here. So that's what the other 1200 PSU watt, wow, the other 1200 watt PSU is for, is to replace the 750 and then kind of just fill up this side as much as I can, and then kind of start on this side. But I have to get breakup boards, which are like $70 right now, which are crazy. Well, at least the ZX boards, which include like ATX power, those are expensive right now. So I don't mind buying these like X11 breakout boards. They're like $17, and cables are like $3. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. I moved hot cards down here, and these are just, you know, extra cards, but hot cards, bunch of 6X memories, and then moved the non-X memory upstairs. Hopefully cool down the office a little bit because it was getting hot, but now down here it's pretty hot. So with me not buying GPUs, I may eventually, I was thinking about this for a little bit, but just grow tenting. I know like a lot of people grow tent now, and I don't have the money to fork over for a bunch of server PSUs, as well as I don't have enough GPUs either. I'm only at 21 GPUs, not including my 3080 and my gaming PC. But I was thinking, like, I don't know what our situation is with all this stuff here. So this is basically like 2 doors, right? So there's like a, kind of hard to see, a sawhorse here, and there's one on the other side, and there's this really thin sheet of board, and then plywood, and then there's 2 door panels here, which is what all this is sitting on, which is great and all, but I'd rather just, like, maybe if we can, or if my dad will let me, clear all this out, put in a grow tent, put in a rack, and then we'll disassemble this like really long frame that we built, and then just buy a bunch of like 8 GPU frames, or even like they make 12. Oh no, they make 8 GPU frames, but they're meant to space out to have 6X memory cards, so you'll have better spacing for the hot cards. So maybe I'll look into that, but they're not stackable, which is a bummer. So I'd have to get a rack, like those Amazon basic shelves, and figure out a rack format or something. But yeah, so far, oh lord, temperatures not terrible. 92s, 90, 86, 94, 73, 88. So I'm not like too upset about it. But the 94 card is this gigabyte card, which it was hitting 100 before, and I had to space it out. It's around like 3.5, 4 inches. I was gonna repad it. I did order pads, but I might not repad it now. 94 is still okay. This 3080 I already repadded. It would hit like a 98 and 100 before, which kind of sucked. So that's annoying. I don't know. I don't feel like copper modding it. This guy I repadded. He's great. What is that one at? 86, I think. Yeah, that one's at 86. This thing's great. Repad. Have not repadded this, and that is at 90. Oh, that's not at 90. Yes, it is. That's at 90. And then 2080 Ti doesn't get hot, but that's at 73. So, yeah. So far, so good. Still at 1.3 gigahash. Profits about the same. I think it's been jumping around between like 0.014 and 0.016. So I am on 2 miners mining Ethereum and getting paid out in BTC. And I'm trying to pull this up right now, but wow, I love the these EVGA cards are just so beautiful. The 3080 I got was, oh, I love the RGB on it. It's such a nice card. Well, let's see here. Wow, profits kind of suck now. Yeah. Yep. So total paid 1.3. Yeah, 0.0135. Yesterday it was around 0.016 or 0.015. It's been jumping around. But as you can see, this is the first one's the computer. This guy here is the AMD cards. This is the office. This is this guy down here that's running away. Oh, just kidding. This 190 are these cards back here. This is the rig down here, the 8 card, and then this is the office rig. So, yeah, it's been pretty great. Everything's mining away, so hopefully no issues, but wow. Alright, we'll end the update off on here, so, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.